Hey everybody, welcome back to Flippin' Junkie Podcast and video log. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's spring break right now and it's beautiful in South Texas. Started out this weekend was like rainy and cruddy and we don't get a whole lot of that here, so it kind of stinks when it's like that, but the sun came out the other day and it's been beautiful since. But I'm in the parking lot of my dentist and it seems like I spend way too much time at my dentist. But anyway, I want to talk to you guys. I've been thinking a lot about more of the whole what it means to be a flip pilot thing, and I just love that analogy, obviously because I love aviation and stuff like that and flipping houses. But what it means, it's having that 30,000 foot view of your business and taking a look at not just your business but yourself and like growth as a person. And I've talked about this recently with our acquisitions manager, and we've had some discussion about it as far as like, growing. If you're not growing, you're stagnant or you're dying really. And just always kind of like learning and always having something, a goal to reach or something to achieve. And I couldn't imagine, not having something to achieve. I just feel like having something that drives you, gets you excited every day is so absolutely necessary. And I think a lot of us as entrepreneurs probably struggle with maybe taking that to the extreme and just feeling like we, have way too many goals. Like we've got too many shiny object syndrome stuff going on, where we've got like, we've got a plan, but we see this cool thing that we want to do, and so we break off and we do that, and we get bogged down in all this kind of stuff that we're trying to do. And honestly, right now I'm hustling. Like I'm working a lot. I've probably the last 3 years worked more than I have, since I worked at my job before we started flipping houses. And, it's finding that balance, of, and not even so balance, because I don't think that's really the right word, but maybe finding the focus and finding the right way to achieve all this stuff. And I'm sure you guys just, struggle with this kind of thing too. And it reminded me of a statement. One of my friends had said it, Eric, I think was the one that was talking about it, but it's measurable progress in reasonable time. And so, what that means is being okay with like having a destination, having what you want to achieve, and being okay with maybe not achieving that right away. You've got to be comfortable with just being happy with getting measurable progress in a reasonable amount of time. So as long as you're making progress, you should be really happy about it, because what we do is if we have these like really big goals and we have all these aspirations, and when we kind of put off happiness until we achieve those, and that's not the way to live. You should enjoy the process, enjoy growing, enjoy achieving those things. And so, I really like that. And I've been thinking more about that, and it's measurable progress in reasonable time. So, as long as we're making great progress towards our goal. And in doing that, I think a lot of us have these ideas of what our goals and our destinations are, right? So we're a flip pilot, we're pointing our plane in the direction we want to go, which is true freedom. But along the way, there's some milestones and some stepping stones and smaller goals to achieve. And I don't think all of us, especially me at least, I don't know that I really make those goals extremely concrete. I don't make them very clear. So I've got this general idea of, having the software to a certain level and having our flipping business to a certain level, but it's not written out and it's not a detailed plan that, and I think having that clear focus of where you want to be, even if it's not the final destination, but some of those waypoints to kind of have that target to always focus on, point the plane at, and pilot yourself and your business as you grow, whether it's a personal goal or it's a business goal or a family goal or spiritual or health, exercise goal, any of those things. But having that concrete, something to focus on, because and definitely having it written out, and seeing it all the time. And if you do Miracle Morning or anything like that, or you do meditations in the morning, and you can daily, every morning, think about those concrete goals, and so that you visualize those things and know that that's what you're working towards. So that when you see those shiny objects and you get those awesome ideas that we all get every day, we don't just turn and start running towards those. Instead, we kind of have our eye on the prize. and being okay with the fact that we didn't maybe accomplish much we want in that day, but we made measurable progress in reasonable time. So anyway, hopefully this doesn't seem like just a long ramble without any purpose, but it just goes into more of that thinking of being a flip pilot and for your life and your business and having that 30,000 foot view, but determining that destination and maybe the waypoints along the way that you can focus on that are concrete. And if you've got this general idea, because I've had sort of a general idea of a marketing plan for the software, and some of the guys were like, well, what is it? And it's like, well, I've this, that, and the other thing. But it's sort of like changes, and really need to write it out and have that plan to kind of go by, so that I'm not getting to a certain point and then seeing a shiny object running that way. And I think the people that get a lot more accomplished in every day in the 24 hours in the day have that plan and stay focused on that plan as much as possible, making the plan not so rigid that as soon as you don't accomplish something or making it to where it's like impossible to do, then you have those negative associations with it. So it's like being easy on yourself, measurable progress in reasonable time, and make your plan that way as well. Set it up to not fail so easily with it, so that you can be happy about your progress that you're making and staying focused on it. So anyway, hope that helps everybody out there, and have a great day. See you next time.